Welcome to another video by my channel. In this video, we will discuss how blood pressure regulation occurs. As we know that blood pressure is the function of cardiac output into peripheral resistance. So, we have to know that how cardiac output is maintained and how peripheral resistance is maintained. Cardiac output is actually a function of stroke volume and heart rate. So cardiac factors that control cardiac output are heart rate and contractility. Heart rate and contractility, and this is blood volume that is determined by the sodium in the blood. It has positive effect. Mineralocorticoids, aldosterone, it has positive effect because it increases the absorption of sodium, and atrial natriuretic peptide that has a negative effect because it inhibits the sodium retention in the kidneys. So cardiac output is maintained by blood volume that enters the heart and cardiac factors such as heart rate and cardiac contractility. More the heart rate, more will be the cardiac output, and increase the contractility, more will be the cardiac output. So we have discussed the factors that regulate cardiac output. Now the factors that regulate peripheral resistance, mainly peripheral resistance of the arterioles that are mainly involved in the control of hypertension. These are humoral factors and neural factors. Humoral factors may be vasoconstrictors, for example angiotensin 2, catecholamines, thromboxane, leukotrienes and endothelin. These all lead to constriction of the arterioles and increase the peripheral resistance. Peripheral resistance is when increased, blood pressure is increased. The other humoral factors are dilators. These include prostaglandins, kinins and nitric oxide. When these factors are released, peripheral resistance is decreased and blood pressure is decreased. There are neural factors also. These are constrictors, for example alpha adrenergic, and dilators, beta adrenergic. Why dilators? Because beta 2 receptors on the blood vessels are responsible for decreasing the peripheral resistance because these relax the smooth muscles of the arterioles. So we have discussed humoral factors that may be constrictors and increase blood pressure, and dilators that increase blood pressure by increasing that decrease blood pressure by decreasing peripheral resistance. While we have also discussed neural factors that constrict blood vessels, increase peripheral resistance and increase blood pressure. These are alpha adrenergic receptors. While we have dilators, these are beta adrenergic receptors, to which we know that when beta 2 receptors are activated, smooth muscle relaxation occurs and peripheral resistance is decreased. So blood pressure is decreased. There are some local factors also. There is autoregulation due to pH and hypoxia. As we know that when pH is increased and hypoxia develops, then it is a signal that there is more accumulation of carbon dioxide. So these factors decrease the peripheral resistance and decrease the peripheral resistance and increase the blood flow towards there. Decrease the peripheral resistance and increase the blood flow by decreasing blood pressure. So blood flow is increased and blood pressure is decreased. Furthermore, this sodium balance is very important because this sodium plays a main role in blood pressure regulation. How? Actually, the kidneys sense the afferent arteriolar blood pressure. If afferent arteriolar blood pressure is low, or if there are circulating catecholamines or low sodium levels in the distal convoluted tubules, then they release an enzyme renin. What renin does, it converts the angiotensin 1 into angiotensin. It converts angiotensinogen to angiotensin 1. Angiotensin 1 is converted by angiotensin converting enzyme into angiotensin 2. So this angiotensin 2 not only causes vasoconstriction and increases peripheral resistance, but angiotensin 2 stimulates mineralocorticoids, and these mineralocorticoids increase the sodium absorption, and when sodium absorption is increased, then blood pressure is increased because blood volume to the heart is increased and cardiac output is increased. The next thing is these atrial natriuretic peptides. Atrial natriuretic peptides are the substances that are released from the heart due to overextension of the myocardial walls, and these atrial natriuretic peptides, when released, then these decrease the sodium absorption from the kidneys, and therefore more sodium is released and more water is released along with sodium, and blood pressure is decreased to normal levels.